Hi everyone, it's Brett here from Metropole, and I'm sure you've heard it all before. It's Brisbane's time to shine. Brisbane property is going to take off this year. I know I've heard it about half a dozen times over the last decade, but there just has been a mismatch. The right ingredients haven't been there for that to happen. But I really think there's some things starting to happen in Brisbane that are starting to show us that it is time for Brisbane to take off. The first thing I'd recommend looking at is the amount of jobs that are being provided in the next 5 to 6 years. We've got a huge amount of things happening. In the last decade, you can probably count on one hand the number of projects that happen. I know we had a couple of tunnels and a couple of other minor things like hospitals being upgraded and things like that, but it hasn't really created enough jobs. I can tell you now there's about 50,000 plus jobs in the inner city happening within 5 kilometres of Brisbane, from CBD out to the airport to the Cross River Rail and Brisbane Metro. Huge amount of jobs being created. It's all well and good being the best lifestyle city in the country, but if there's no jobs here, nobody's going to be moving here. So finally, there's some jobs on the offer, and we're starting to see it translate with our population growing as well. The last 3 years, our population has been above the last 10-year averages, and that should start increasing as these jobs start to play out. The second runway is happening towards the end of this year, and it'll be a domino effect for the next 4 or 5 years leading up to the Queen's Wharf project, Brisbane Metro and the Cross River Rail. Exciting time to be in Brisbane, and there's a number of people who are moving here, and it's finally starting to translate on the ground. I know last weekend we saw an open home that had 71 people through in 30 minutes, and that's a record for the agent, and I'm getting feedback from other agents that numbers are on the rise. So is it Brisbane's turn? I think there's some good numbers. CoreLogic are coming out and forecasting a 10% growth this year, so it's going to be really interesting. I think we're in for a busy time, and if you are looking to invest in the market, you've got to be very, very quick, or you've got to understand what you're looking for, and if you're looking for assistance, we can help you. Thanks again for your time. Let's catch up soon.